What's good, YouTube? I'm back. This video is going to be revolutionary. It's going to change your entire worldview and help you start manifesting the reality that you truly want. This will change your life. You have to receive this message on the core level. You have to understand me. So grab you a pen, grab a paper, and let's get straight into it. I've got a lot of points that I want to hit. So make sure that you guys are following along, because what good is knowledge if you're not able to execute it in real life scenarios? You feel me? So first things first, what is consciousness? Oh, well, Ron, consciousness is being alive. No, that is base level thinking and external. What you have to realize that consciousness is a lot deeper than what we all understand to be. Now, first things first, before we understand what consciousness is, we got to understand where it comes from. So it's simple, really. Consciousness comes from our mind, but where does our mind come from? Where our mind comes from our brains. Well, Ron, I thought our brain and our mind were the same thing. No, they're not the same thing. Your brain is your organ. That's the physical. That is what is connected to your five senses: your hearing, your sight, your smell, your taste, and your touch. All five senses are connected to your brain. That is your organ. Now, through your brain activity and your neurons being fired off, or your neurons firing off, this is where your mind arises from. Through this activity of these brain neurons firing off, your mind arises from this. And this is what we know to be as realization of reality, right? So now that we understand that the brain is the physical, what is thought to be the mind is immaterial, and at the core of the mind is consciousness. So let me say that one more time, just in case y'all didn't hear me. The mind is thought to be immaterial, and at the core of the mind is consciousness. There's two layers to the mind, the conscious and the subconscious. The conscious, like I said, is connected to our senses. It's what helps us interact with this third dimensional world, while the subconscious is what controls everything, our actions and emotions. This is why some of you guys are mentally enslaved. You're mentally entrapped by your own mind. You're mentally enslaved by your own mind because you are not able to control your subconscious, which is what's in control of everything. 90% of your activity is controlled on a subconscious level. Now, I know you guys are very demanding. I know you guys are very dominating over your lives, but what you have to understand, the subconscious is not going to be something that you could whip into your control. It's not going to be something that you could willpower and make it do what you want it to do. No, that is not how it's going to work. The subconscious is going to control you before you control it. So what you got to understand is that the only way to really reprogram your subconscious is by consciously reprogramming the conscious, right? And this is why it's important. This is why they say it's important to track and to engage in activities and activities of light and things that are going to be engaging and positive for you, because this imprints the subconscious mind. The emotions that you feel during activities that give you dopamine or give you pleasure or give you enjoyment in doing them, it's going to chemically rewire you subconsciously to go back and want to engage in those activities moreover. You feel me? I hope you guys are following along. I know I'm going quick. I'm trying to hit these points. I know it's a lot. Make sure y'all leave a like if y'all enjoying this so far. I might just need to drop a whole nother I might just need to do a series on this, dog. Y'all let me know in the comments down below, because bro, it really get deep. Like, bro, I'm really just scratching the surface with this mind stuff. Like, once you tap into the consciousness, then it gets even deeper to heart consciousness, which I'm finna dive into that a little bit later in the video. But I'm telling y'all, this gets so deep. This stuff could change your life. I hope you guys are hearing me, bro. This is not one of my normal videos that I'm always just, you know what I'm saying, trying to get y'all to really take control of your life in a more external manner. Nah, this is way different. This is vice versa, bro. This entire video is going to be internal, because what you guys have to understand is that the only way you can manifest the reality that you want is by internally projecting that reality into the external. And the only way you can do that through that projection correctly is by getting the mind right, the internal right, the subconscious right. So once the subconscious is patterned the way that you want it to do, guess what? When you wake up, you know what I'm saying, a month or two down the road, your habits you're just how you move, everything is just going to be completely different. You as a being are going to be completely different because you have set yourself to a different frequency. This is why they call it a mindset. It's because you are setting your mind to a different, higher light frequency. What you guys have to understand, everything is energy. As above, so below. Everything that guides the microcosm, everything that guides us, like the principles that guides us universally, is what guides the macrocosm too, right? So it's all the same principles, and this is why it's so important for us to understand why our internal projects our external. So if our internal is shitty, best believe our external gonna be shitty. You know, you ever heard the saying, you are what you eat? Yeah, fam, you are what you eat. So if you're eating a whole bunch of dead meat, you're gonna have a whole bunch of dead activity and dead energy, because you're not, see, one thing, bro, energy cannot be created nor destroyed, only transferred. So when you guys are engaging in dull activities, when you guys are indulging in dark energy and you're consuming this, it's not doing anything for you. It's not doing anything for you. It's not, right? As opposed to you consuming more light activities, more light energy, that's going to do something for you, right? That's what's going to help you. So if you ever wondering, man, Ron, I feel like I'm in a rut in my life, I feel like I'm in a dark spot, I just feel like I'm stagnant, I don't know how to start making momentum or to get back on the horse. Or maybe you was making a little bit of progress, dog, and then boom, you fell off, and then you really just don't know how to get your way back on. Or maybe you just unsure, or maybe you good altogether, and you, all this information I'm saying right now, you already done heard this, and this is just this ain't nothing but old news to you. You feel me? But regardless of whatever the case might be, I do believe that you have to start thinking things in more of a energy manner, and start thinking of things more in a, okay, how can I repattern my thinking consciously so that through repetition and evolution, your subconscious is going to be imprinted through emotion and action through the conscious. See how it works? Y'all following along? Everything that we do consciously is going to imprint our emotions. It's going to imprint our actions subconsciously. I'm gonna take a little water sip. So boom, now that we understand what the brain is, now we understand what the mind is, what the different layers of the mind is, we can now get into consciousness. This video, like I said, it's some heat, dog. Hey, let me know if I'm cooking, dog, cause this, I don't think y'all ready. Like, I don't think I'm putting it out into the universe. I know it's going bro, it's going to change some stuff, bro. It's going to change some stuff. It's going to be revolutionary, dog. But now that we understand how the subconscious works, now we understand how the conscious works, now that we understand the difference between the mind and the brain, now we could talk about consciousness. Now, earlier in the video, I said that consciousness arises from the core of our minds, right? Now, everybody think they conscious, dog. And humans, we are conscious, but you have to understand there's two levels to our consciousness, just like there's two layers or levels to our minds. We understand the mind, we're gonna move to the consciousness part, right? The consciousness part. So now we understand everyone is conscious, right? Humans, we are all conscious, but what you have to understand is that there's an expanded conscious and then there's a contracted conscious. You are either one of the two, and that's depending on how you are consciously living your life. A lot of people are floaters in life. They are seekers in life. They are looking for feeling through their external environment instead of going from within, right? So those type of people are more so on the contracted consciousness. They are conscious. They are their consciousness, the observer of the mind, arises from that. They are experiencing their reality, but the only thing is that it's contracted. It's a contracted reality, right? Now, on the opposite, somebody who's dwelling in conscious activities, that's going to repattern their way of thinking consciously, is going to repattern and imprint themselves emotionally, consciously, so that it could transfer over to the subconscious, and they're engaging in light activities. Well, guess what? They're going to naturally attract more light energy, and they're naturally going to be at an expanded consciousness. Not only is consciousness the observer of the mind, but consciousness is also the self-realization that The mind is projecting a dream. That is truly, in essence, what consciousness is. This is why when people say they're trying to reach a God consciousness or they're trying to reach an expanded consciousness, it's because they're trying to tell you that they're trying to reach a complete unity within themselves. So now that that being has reached complete internal unity, it has reached expanded consciousness, it realizes and understands that the dream that the mind is projecting, it has complete control over. And this is where we get into manifesting the conscious dream. The awakening of your consciousness is the foundation of the dreaming mind. So now that you are consciously witnessing your mind internally projecting its reality and you're living it out, your consciousness understands that you can control your destiny. You can control what you see. You can control what it is you individually experience. This is exciting. Isn't this exciting news to hear? See, you're no longer entrapped. You're no longer enslaved, dog. You're free. You are able to really tap into your own creative essence, right? Without really being held back by anything, without being held back by your subconscious. You're able to witness the reality that you truly want for yourself. And that's what's so beautiful. That is what's so beautiful. Hey, and this could work for anybody. This could work for anybody. Male, female, or ladies, queens, kings, anybody. Anybody who's willing to put in the work and receive this message and internally understand me, they can reach this expanded consciousness at any given time. And don't knock it until you try it. Yeah, simple as that. Okay, so moving on. A lot of y'all really don't like being accountable, being held accountable for what it is or the reason why your life is the way it is, the reason why your subconscious is programming such a shitty reality for you. The reason why your reality is just so bad is because you're putting so much internally that's just negative and bad in you. So that's all you're gonna get is just external, is gonna be negative and bad. Like, it's just that simple. Like, but once you rewire that and start using positive light thinking that comes from your mind, and consciously know that this is light thinking and I'm repatterning everything that I'm doing so that I can emotionally imprint my subconscious for the betterment of my own life. Oh, that's where shit gets spicy, you feel me? So now that we understand consciously that we're dreaming, it's our playground. What rules are there? There are none. The rules is what I say the rules are. The rules is what you say individually the rules is. If you say you want $1 million, that's exactly what you're gonna have. If you say you want to drive a McLaren P1, that's exactly what you're gonna be whipping. If you're gonna flip a Bentley Continental, shout out my boy Ian, that's exactly what you're gonna do. You feel me? It's all your reality. You're in control of your reality. But there's layers to it. There's levels to this. And I broke it all down for you. So I really just spoon fed you and made it as simple as possible, because you're not getting information like this just anywhere. Like, you not gonna get this from your Joe Blow down at the supermarket. Like, you not, bro. Like, you not, bro. Like, I'm really putting y'all on game, bro. Like, I'm really giving y'all gems. I want y'all to absorb this information. I'm not just saying this. Like, I really want y'all to understand where I'm coming from internally, dog. This is not no surface level external BS, bro. It's not, bro. Everything that I'm saying in this video is not resonating with you, or you're not understanding it, dog, just come back to it. Put it down. It's not for you. Just come back to it. Like, just come back to it. Like I don't know, like, just come back to it at that point, because I see it like this. Like, whatever it is that you're hearing, you're not in a position or maturity to hear it or to receive it, if that makes sense. Like, I could think back to a time, and I know you could think back to a time where your parents told you something, dog, and it went in one ear and out the other, or so you thought. But later on down the line, it's like you mature, and it recirculates to the surface of your mind, and you remember, okay, this is why I didn't understand at the time, but now I understand the process behind it and what's going on, and that's all this is. You feel me? So how can we use this conscious dreaming to manifest our reality. Real simple. It's called visualization. Now, you guys do visualization. Don't say that you don't know what it is, because you do it every day. Whenever you dreaming at night or you're daydreaming, that is visualization. Whenever you get off task, or you start like, you just, you know what I'm saying, you just get off focus for a second and you just start just visualizing a bunch of random stuff. Maybe you might be at a bouncy house, or you just having fun, or you just turned up somewhere in some remote island that you don't know where it's at, but you're visualizing it. That is exactly what your dreaming is, right? So now that we can control this dreaming consciously, what is daydreaming? Well, it's essentially like your subconscious projecting reality to you, but it's not the reality that you're experiencing. It's the tense of the reality, which means, all I mean by tense of the reality, it's just like a alternate, another timeline. You feel me? Like, this is what you could also experience. But don't shy away from that. Don't think that just because you're daydreaming that it's not real. Oh, it is very much real. It is just in the astral realm, right? So there is the physical third dimensional realm, and then there is the realm of the immaterial, which is where our mind and consciousness arises from, which is also, again, where this dream comes from, right? Another thing too, when it comes to the conscious dream and the creative visualization and manifesting the desire you want, just know that just how you can visualize something of light energy and positive nature, you could also create dark energy of dark nature. You feel me? So it goes on both sides of the spectrum. You feel me? So you got to come in with intent. You feel me? When it comes to this conscious dreaming is what it's all about, dog. Intent. You feel me? And if you are not able to get to the point of intent, well then, you know what I'm saying, go back to the other steps earlier in the video and then just see where you stuck at. Because before you can even get to the conscious dreaming, you got to remember that there's a lot of BS programming. There's a lot of imprints that are on your subconscious that you have to rewire, dog, that you have to repattern, and that stuff take time. And if you are not making a conscious effort to do that on a daily or semi-daily basis, then it's just not gonna work. So yeah, you know that you have that visualization that you daydreaming, you can change your daydreams like that. It's that simple. If you were able to do all the previous steps that I just listed off in this video, and you did it correctly, oh yeah, this step is gonna be easy, because all of that unprogramming, reprogramming, re-putting in patterns, reprogramming your subconscious mind, because 9 times out of 10, I know y'all habits is bad, I know your life is shitty, or it's not where you want it to be, is because 9 times out of 10 you're not putting in the internal work, and your external is reflecting that. You must be able to feel what it's like to have what it is you desire on an energetic level. Like I said earlier, everything is energy, and when you're able to discern between light, positive energy, and dark, negative energy, you can decide what benefits your agenda the best, what serves your agenda the best. But you won't be able to do that if you're constantly externalized around a dark energy or a dark environment, and you're internally dwelling in dark energy. So once you're able to feel the energy at a core level of what it feels like to have what it is you want, that feeling is imprinted on your subconscious, and you can just leave it at that. You don't have to keep thinking about what it is you want, right? If you feel like within your mind and your external environment that you're down bad, that you're suffering, that you're in the deep pits of the abyss, and that you will never see the light of day, and that your life is not the way that you want, you know the reason why. At the center of your being, you have the answers. You know who you are, and you know what you want. Moving on. I had a lot of points that I hit in this video. I know there's a lot of information. I hope you guys enjoyed what I had in store for y'all today. It was a little treat, and I got a lot more content like this coming for y'all, a lot more internal work coming for y'all, so that y'all could really start healing and advancing y'all lives and evoluting and in the direction that you always been meant to be, stepping in and shining in the light that you've always meant to, you know, be in. And you know, you feel me, if you enjoyed this video, leave a like down below. I got one more thing I want to touch on. You feel me? Keep chasing after those desires. Keep chasing after those experiences that you truly desire. we have one and one life only. You feel me? It's the first and last life of this reality, dog. Right? So you want to take advantage of it and have fun. Always remember to have fun. And when it comes to the conscious dreaming, you know what I'm saying? Don't be shy. Dream big. Hey, shoot for the stars and you'll at least land on the moon. You feel me? That's the video for today. Appreciate each and every single one of y'all tuned in, ladies and gents. I love y'all. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, make sure you drop them down below. And I'm out.